The best thing about starting off with Microsoft OneNote is in the initial setup you have a notebook titled OneNote 2007 Guide. In this guide you have lots of tips and tricks on how to move around and operate within Notebook, what all the different tabs, tags, pages, sections mean, as well as more cool features where you can look into certain stuff where you can enhance and make your OneNote even better than it is today. You also have these pages on the side where you can navigate in between. Well, we're going to start off by creating our own notebook for our classroom, and we're going to do that, we're going to go to the top right hand or left hand corner, click on File, New, and click on Notebook. In there I'm going to give a name to my notebook, so I'm going to call it Classroom 2010 to 2011 because that's where we are. We also have templates we can choose from, but we're starting from scratch, so we're going to go with blank. I'm going to click Next. And then in here I have an option who's going to use this notebook. For right now it's just me because it's my classroom. If I want to add on to multiple computers or have other people use it, there's some other options. We'll talk about that later. I'm just going to click on Next. And here you can see the path where my notebook's going to be located. And right now this is telling me it's under My Profile and My Documents in a folder called OneNote Notebooks. This is the default location it saves your notebook in. I'm going to click Create. Look at that, I have a brand new notebook. I have one section and one page. This section, I don't want to call it New Section, so I'm going to double click on that and I'm going to change it to Homeroom. It's basically where we start our day, how we want to keep things organized. Maybe I keep my kids' information in there. Maybe I keep parent names and things. But we're going to move on to more of the curriculum-based stuff, the stuff we're going to talk about. So to make a new section, I right-click, click on New Section, and I have a new section right there. And I can call that whatever I want. So my day starts off with math, let's say. And then I'm going to make another new section. I could right-click and click New Section, but in this case I'm going to go to File, New, File, New Section. And here's a new section, and I'm going to call this, actually I'm going to call it Reading, because that's our reading time. And then maybe I'll make another new section. I can right-click a new section, or File, New Section. And this is going to be Science. Okay, but let's be honest here. I don't teach math and reading and science. I teach math and science and reading, so I want to move it in order so it just moves with my brain and how I think about things. So I can just move these sections around back and forth however I want. I'm going to go back to math because that's where we're going to start today, and we're going to talk about algebra because that's the section we're working on right now. So I'm going to type right here in this curved box algebra, and you see on the right hand side it makes a page that's called algebra. I can make another page on here by right-clicking and click New Page, and I'm going to call this one Geometry, and I'm going to put that one right there. I can even make another page off of that by right-clicking, or I can just click on New Page, and it makes another one right there for me. Now, the cool thing is, I have a third way of making a new page, which is File, New, and I can click Page. But in this case, I'm going to go to Subpage, which is something I can also right-click here. But a subpage is just another page, but lowered in the hierarchy. So you can see right here as it's indented a little bit, it says, hey, this is something to do with number sense. So I'm going to have a multiplication page as well. That's just the ins and outs of making your own notebook and getting it ready from scratch. We haven't done anything else, but that's how we get along to create our own notebooks. Just to review again, File, New, and under that section we have a page, a subpage, section, or notebook. Section group is something we'll talk about later. You can also right-click in the area you want to add a new section, or click on this new page right here where you have options right there. Well, that's it, and that's your first section of how to create your own notebook from scratch. And there's your Tech Jam.